कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Wednesday. It is the 26th of March. It is Chaitra Masa, or Vishnu Masa, and Krishna Paksham, and the Dwadasi Tithi. So today break the fast for Papa Mochini Ekadasi. So between the time 5:49 and 10 o'clock, as per the London timings. Okay, so that is one event, Dwadasi Parayana. And another event is the disappearance day of Shri Govinda Ghosh. So we shall read few lines about Govinda Gosha from the special Vaishnava days. Um, so he is the Govinda Gosha is very pleasing associate of Lord Chaitanya. So from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, chapter 10, the trunk, branches and the sub branches of the Chaitanya tree. The three brothers Govinda, Madhava and Vasudeva were the 82nd, 83rd and 84th branches of the tree. Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda used to dance in their Kirtana performances. The three brothers, the purport, the three brothers Govinda, Madhava and Vasudeva Gosha all belonged to a Kayastha family. Govinda established the Gopinath temple in Agradvipa where he resided. Madhav Gosha was expert in performing Kirtana. No one within this world could compete with him. He was known as the singer of Vrindavana and was very dear to Sri Nityananda Prabhu. It is said that when the three brothers performed Sankirtana, immediately Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda would dance in ecstasy. According to the Gaurav Ganoddoshi Deepika 188, the three brothers were formerly Kalavati, Rasollasa, and Gunatunga, who recited the songs composed by Sri Vishaka Gopi. The three brothers were among one of the 7 parties that performed Kirtana when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attended the Radayatra festival at Jagannath Puri. Vakreshwara Pandita was the chief dancer in their party. This is vividly described in the Madhya Leela chapter 13 verses 42-43. By the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, three devotees accompanied Lord Nityananda Prabhu when he returned to Bengal to preach. These three were Ramadasa, Madhava Gosha, and Vasudeva Gosha. Govinda Gosha, however, remained with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri and thus felt great satisfaction. When Nityananda Prabhu was ordered to go to Bengal to preach, these two devotees, Ramadasa and Gadadharadasa, were ordered to go with him. Thus, they are sometimes counted among the devotees of Lord Chaitanya and sometimes among the devotees of Lord Nityananda. Similarly, Madhava Gosha and Vasudeva Gosha belonged to both groups of devotees simultaneously. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya, there is a place named Danihata near the Agradvipa railway station and Patuli in the district of Burdwan where the deity of Sri Gopinathji is still situated. This deity accepted Govinda Gosha as his father. Even until today, the deity performs the Shraddha ceremony on the anniversary of the death of Govinda Gosha. The temple of this deity is managed by the Rajavamsha family of Krishna Nagara, whose members are descendants of Raja Krishna Chandra. Raja Krishna Chandra. Every year in the month of Vaishaka, when there is a Baradola ceremony, this Gopinath deity is taken to Krishna Nagara. This ceremony is performed with 11 other deities and then Sri Gopinathji is brought back to the temple in Agradvipa. Okay, so the end of Yulum. Here also are Govinda Gosha, Madhav Gosha and Vasudeva Gosha. They are three brothers and their Sankirtana congregational chanting pleases the Lord very much. Okay, so this is a few lines about the Govinda Gosha. So today is the disappearance day of Govinda Gosha. Okay, that is from the event's perspective. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Vidura, he is inquiring from the Uddhava about the Pandavas, about their well-beings. So he has inquired about Yudhishthira, whether he is ruling according to the religious principles. And later on, he inquired about Bhimasena, whether he has released his anger towards his enemies, Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra's children's company. And then later on, he inquired about Arjuna, so who has already pleased Lord Shiva by his arrows. So whenever Lord Shiva disguised as a hunter. कश्चित् यशो रथयोतपानं गाण्डीवधन्वो उप्रताः अरिरास्ते अलक्षितो यत् सरकोटगूढो माया किरातो गिरिशस्तुतोषा. So he has pleased Lord Shiva. Arjuna has pleased Lord Shiva. So later on, he has Uddhava is Vidura is inquiring Uddhava about the Nakula and Sahadeva, the two twin brothers. They are the children of Madri and younger children of Pandu. So they were always protected by the Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Arjuna. So likewise, here today he is asking, so that Nakula and Sahadeva were protected by the elder brothers. Just like the eyelid, it protects the eye. And also they have got back their kingdom from the Duryodhana when he has taken. So whether they are doing well, likewise, Vidura is inquiring about the two twin brothers, Nakula and Sahadeva. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, first chapter, verse number 39. यमौ उतस्वितौ पृतायाः पार्थैः ऋतौ पक्ष्मभिः अक्षिणीवां रेमात उद्धाय मृदे स्वरिक्तं परासुपार्णविव वज्रिवक्त्रात् यमौ उतस्वितनयौ पृतायाः. Yamau is the twin brothers, Nakula and Sahadeva. Yamau, Mutaswit. So whether they are doing well, Mutaswit. So, and there are Tanayo, they are the sons of Tanayo Prutayaha, the children of Pruta. This is Kunti Devi's another name is the Pruta. That's why the children of Kunti Devi are called Pardha. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, they are called Pardha. Sometimes even Krishna also addressed Karna in one occasion in a secretly Pardha, saying that you are the son of Prutha. So these four children are the Kunti Devi. They are called Pardha, sons of Prutha. Tanayo Prutayaha. Pardaihi Vrutau Pakshmabihi Akshini Iva and Pardaihi. So these are the Pardaihi by the sons of Purta. Vrutau protected. And Pakshmabihi by the shields. Pakshmabihi by shields. Akshini Iva. Just like the of the eyes and like Iva Akshini. Akshini Iva. And Remat Buddhaya Mrude Swariktam. Remaya Buddhaya. Remate is the playing carelessly and Uddhaya snatching. Mrude Swariktam in the fight, Swariktam their own property. Parat from the enemy Duryodhana Suparnav iva Vajrivaktraat. Just like the Garuda, he just snatched the nectar from the mouth of Indra. So Suparnav, he is called the Garuda. His name is Suparnav. He is the son of the Vinata. Garuda, the carrier of the Lord Vishnu. He was just like Vajrivaktraat from the mouth of Indra. So he's comparing the analogy like Garuda has snatched the nectar from the mouth of Indra. Similarly, these two brothers, along with by protected by the Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Arjuna, they have snatched their own property from the Duryodhana. Remat Buddhaya Mrideswariktam Parasuparnau Iva Vajrivaktraat यमोवतस्वेत्तनयौ प्रदायाः पार्दैः वृतौ पक्ष्मभिः अक्षिणी इव रेमात बुद्धाय मृदे स्वरिक्तं परात् सुपर्णौ इव वज्रिवक्त्रात्. Translation for this verse. Are the twin brothers who are protected by their brothers doing well? Just as the eye is always protected by the eyelid, they are protected by the sons of Pruta, who snatched back their rightful kingdom from the hands of their enemy Duryodhana. Just as Garuda snatched nectar from the mouth of Indra, the thunderbolt carrier. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Asha Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. Indra, the king of heaven, carries thunderbolt in his hand and is very strong. Yet Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, was able to snatch nectar from his mouth. Similarly, Duryodhana was as strong as the king of heaven, and still the sons of Pradha, the Pandavas, were able to snatch away their kingdom from Duryodhana. Both Garuda and the Parthas are pet devotees of the Lord, and thus it was possible for them to face such strong enemies. Vidura's inquiry was about the youngest brothers of the Pandavas, namely Nahula and Sagadeva. These twin brothers were sons of Madri, the stepmother of the other Pandava. But although they were step brothers, because Kundi took charge of them after the departure of Madri with her husband Maharaja Pandu, Nahula and Sahadeva were as good as the other three Pandavas, namely Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Arjuna. The five brothers are known in the world as regular brothers. The three elder Pandavas took care of the younger brothers, just as the eyelid takes care of the eye. Vidura was anxious to know whether, after winning back their own kingdom from the hands of hands of Duryodhana, the younger brothers were still living happily under the care of the elder brothers. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. So this is Prabhupada is describing about the Garuda as well here. So this is a little bit past time about that. Garuda's mother Vinita, and there is a wife of Kashyapa, and Vashpa has got another wife as well. She has got many wives, but in this scenario, Kashyap, Vinita, and Kadruva. Kadruva is the mother of all the snakes, and Vinita is the mother of Garuda and Aruna. So they are the two wives. So once they are sisters as well. Vinita and Kadruva, they are sisters as well. So Vinita and they were playing some kind of games, and then Kadruva wanted to make Vinita as her servant in a game. So she deceitfully defeated Vinita, and then even though initially they played for a fun, but actually she took it as seriously, and then she made Vinita as her servant. But later on, whenever Garuda was born and then grown up at the time, he understood that his mother was like being like a slave to Kadruva. So, but Kadruva asked that if you wanted to your mother to be released, so you just get the nectar to us from the heaven, from the Indra. So then, in order to release his mother, it is not for Garuda's personal sake he snatched the nectar from the Indra. It is to release Vinata. So, and then he went to the heaven. So he has snatched that. So I think it was kept that nectar also very secretly, very strongly, but he has taken somewhere there from the Indra and then gave it back to Kadru. And then later on, Indra came there and he took that nectar pot from the Kadrus. When the Kadru, she went for something like taking bath or sometime, Indra has taken it. So that Kadru did not take any nectar. So in such a way, Vinata was released and the nectar was not gone into the bad hands. So the comparison is here Prabhupada is giving. Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, was able to snatch the nectar from his mouth. So similarly, here Duryodhana is also being protected by the Karna, Bhishma, Drona, Jayadratha, many other strong warriors, Bhurishrava, Somadatta, like that. But still, Yudhishthira was able to defeat him in the battle and then took the kingdom back. So, and here comparison is Garuda and the children of Kunti Devi or the pet devotees of the Lord. So, becoming a pet devotee of the Lord means they're always listening to the Lord and with love and affection. That is the essential thing. Where there is love, there are no restrictions. Where there is too much of love, no restrictions. That is where Raganuga Bhakti continues. So here later on, Garuda became, there is again the pastime that he became the carrier of Vishnu later on. This is a small pastime is there. Okay, so and then later on Prabhupada is comparing like the youngest brothers of the Pandavas. They are always protected by uh, the elder brothers. Nakula and Sahadeva are younger ones. They are children of Madri. Once the Madri, she went in the Sati Sahagamana and she went with the fire pyre along with the Pandu. And she mentions to Kunti Devi that Kunti, if you go to the if you enter into the fire pyre along with Pandu, I cannot look after all the five children like you do. You treat all the children equally like your own children, but I don't have that much affection like you. So, and also it is for me because of my act, Pandu is now died. I did not resist him properly. So, in such a way, she enters, and then Kunti Devi took charge of the Nakula and Sahadeva as well. And then she looked after, and she likes Sahadeva very much because the youngest child, and also she always have most affection in the sense she can't have separation from him. When they were going to the forest, at that time Kunti Devi says to Sahadeva, Sahadeva, you stay with me at least, likewise. Okay, so that is the affection that Kunti Devi has got to Nakula and Sahadeva. And Nakula is so beautiful, so handsome. It was described so that if anyone is going seeing the Nakula when they were going out of the Hastinapura to the forest exile at the time, so that people will not be suffered by his when he was going in a tree bark dresses, something like that. If people looking at him, they cannot tolerate such a handsome personality, Nakula. So he has applied some kind of dirt onto his body so that people they do not have to go into different kinds of moods like that. So these are and Sahadeva he is very expert astrologer as well. So these are two different skills of Nakula and Nakula is expert in the horses handling of horses. Sahadeva is expert in handling of the cows. So he has taken the kind of a um, the mood of Krishna. Sahadeva has taken the mood of Krishna to look after cows. Of course, it has helped them in their incognito period. So these twin brothers were sons of Madri, the stepmother of other Pandavas. So even though they are stepbrothers, and Kundi took charge of them after the departure of Madri with her husband, and they were as good as the other three Pandavas. That is the love and affection Kunti Devi showed towards the Nakula and Sahadeva. So that's why they're known as regular brothers. We do not know previously that mother of Nakula and Sahadeva is a different mother. So likewise, we all people know that the children of Pandu only. Okay, so likewise they were took charge of by the elder brothers Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Arjuna. So Vidura is inquiring about them, whether they are doing well or not. Okay, so likewise, so that is Vidura's inquiry from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Yamau utasvit tanayau krutayaha पार्थैः वृतौ पक्षमुभिः अक्षिणी इव ते मातबुद्धाय मृदेश्वरिक्तं परासुपर्णौ इव वज्रिवक्त्रात्. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, which we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is the letter to Tamala Krishna, July 19th, 1970, Los Angeles. So can I request if Sita Sundari Mataji is not here, no? Usha Mataji, would you like to read this letter?
Yes, Prabhu Krishna. My dear Tamanna, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 10th July 1970. I have also received news from Shyam Sundara that the Rath Yatra was nicely performed. This is very encouraging. We should concentrate our energy in constructive work. The constructive work is preaching. So this Rath Yatra festival is one of the item of our preaching work, and therefore it was introduced in both San Francisco and London, and the initiative was taken by Shyam Sundara. In 1967, I gave this idea to Shyam Sundara when I was in San Francisco, so it was promptly executed. Similarly, last year in London also, he promptly executed. So his proposal for preaching from village to village in our own bus is very much appreciated by me. I have already instructed him to do this immediately and you also encourage him. World Sankirtan Party does not mean that we have to cover immediately the whole world. The program is that everywhere the Sankirtana movement should be introduced. Mayapur temple is not settled up still because the boy in charge, Achitananda, has not yet purchased that land, although I have advised him to do so at all risk. Another boy, Jaipataka, has gone there, but he is also silent. I do not know what is happening there. If you have enough business now in Europe, as Shyam Sundara proposed, then, first of all, we should finish this program. I have got good report from Amsterdam also. So, if you have got uh, immediate engagement in England and neighboring Europe countries, then we shall take up the African program later on. The principle is that whatever is whatever is handy, we shall first of all take into consideration. So far Mayapur is concerned, if the land is there, there will be no difficulty in raising funds even from India. But we have no lands as yet. The first business is if the temples are not properly maintained, then we should simply concentrate on Sankirtana outside. Temple opening is secondary, but we should concentrate on the Sankirtan outside. As in Paris, we have no official temple, but still Sankirtana is giving us encouragement. I have received a letter from Jayahari and replied it. Holland is full of cows, so that would be the best place for a European New Vrindavan scheme. but it is not immediately possible. If we get some suitable land opportunity, but we have already got New Vrindavan that is yet to be developed. So that scheme is not yet feasible. In future, we shall see to that. Vidhi Marg and Raga Marg are already explained in the TLC neophyte devotees who are trained under rules and regulation is called Vidhi Marg. When when by execution of the Vidhi Marg one comes to the spontaneous service of the Lord, that is called Raga Marg. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, Rishi Bhaktivedanta Swami. NB. I learned from Brahmananda that you are planning to come here and attend the meeting during Janmashtami days at New Vrindavan, and I am very glad that you are coming. Very soon, four sannyasis will go to England for this purpose. Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Right. Thank you, Mataji. Any points to be highlighted, Mataji?
So, highlighted point is mainly Prabhupada is concentrating on the Sankirtana, and then the preaching Sankirtana is the a good way to preach when the Rath Yatra or during the Rath Yatra. So then people comes and then they preaching about Krishna consciousness. So that is the best way to preach about Sankirtan, the Krishna consciousness through the Sankirtan party. And the other thing is purchasing the land about Mayapur. So he's mentioning is there. I haven't heard from Jay Pataka and that other boy. So anyway, any cost I want to know that whether they can purchase that land or not. So and yes, Prabhu, that another one is he's mentioning about the business program about no preaching in European countries. And Holland is very that's full of cow. The land is full of cows. So he wants to, and that's a good thing to. I think there's something about the preaching about the Krishna consciousness. And whether is the same, the one thing is preaching the Sankirtana is first priority, and then we building the temple. The Prabhupada said it's the second priority. So if we don't have a temple, don't have, but still we can do for Sankirtana to preaching about Krishna consciousness. Yes, Prabhu. That was I did. Yes. And yes, other one is the Ragamarg and the other one Prabhupada was mentioning. I couldn't understand Prabhu properly that what is the Viti Marg and the Ragamarg. Prabhu, you can just explain a bit more about Viti Marg.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for kindly sharing this letter. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? Okay, so in this letter, one is Prabhupada is Sankirtana party, which is the best place for spreading Krishna consciousness for the preaching work as well. And then whatever is handy that needs to taken forward. And then in order to establish any kinds of business, we need the land. So that is the source, it's a base. So that Prabhupada was looking. And wherever there is cows, it is complete auspiciousness. And Prabhupada is reflecting like a New Vrindavan, European New Vrindavan. And then about the Vidhi Marga and Raga Marga. Vidhi Marga is following the regulative principles. that is Vidimarga. By standarding, it is kind of a training the disciples. That is the Vidimarga. And whereas the ones they are get trained and they fall in that one and going like day-to-day activities, devotional service like it is a way of life. Then it will turn into the Raga Marga. That's it. Then during that time, Raga Marga, spontaneous service of the Lord that takes place, and love and affection that will be flowing through. Rasas will be exchanged further in the Raga Bhakti. So that is my reflections as well from this letter. Thank you, Mataji. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got Kirtan at 8 p.m. Okay, so that is our upcoming event. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Okay, so if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude our session, and keeping all the suffering souls like who are going through so many material disturbances in the life, keeping them in our prayers. So we shall conclude our session and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन। जय श्री